Party!
Wait, what? You're not iffy.
Not? Oh, he's not here. He hates cars. What can I say?
Yeah, it's because he hates cars.
Jokes aside, if he is busy performing off-Broadway, so he'll just have to race back for our next episode. See what I did there?
But before we get ahead of ourselves, today we are playing with the Aetherdrift pre-cons and playing the Aetherdrift Commander Party rules. What's Commander Party, you ask? Commander Parties are events held at local game stores that add a mini game that brings the flavor of the set to your Commander game.
You can go to a game store, grab a pre-con, and sit down and play with this sweet added racetrack and dashboard full of tools, so you can immerse yourself in the Girapur Grand Prix.
So buckle your seatbelts, start your engines, and do not pause this video as we race into the rules. Get it? Because, cars.
Yeah, no, I got it. Let's just get to the rules.
Okay!
Commander Party Aetherdrift features a racetrack, putting you in the driver's seat of the Girapur Grand Prix. Each player will choose a marker like a colored die, a mini, or a tiny car to indicate their position on the track. I borrowed some of these Hot Wheels from Bella. Each player also takes a dashboard player aid card.
Aetherdrift introduces a new mechanic, speed. For Commander Party, the first time a commander is cast in the game, all players start their engine and gain a speed of 1. Once during your turn, if an opponent has lost life, you increase your speed by 1 to a maximum of 4. Once on your turn, as a sorcery, you can move clockwise along the track a number of spaces up to your speed. You then trigger the ability of the space you ended on.
Whenever you move past a wrench icon on the track, if you have no charge counters on your dashboard, roll a d6 and put a charge counter on your dashboard on top of the tool that you rolled. The dashboard has 6 tools. Fresh wheels. Target creature gains first strike and haste until end of turn. Sturdy frame. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Booster engine. Move 1 or 2 spaces clockwise on the track, triggering the ability of the space you end on. Secret shortcut. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Fuel injection. Add 3 mana of any one color. And tune-up. Put a charge counter on any other tool in your dashboard.
On your turn as a sorcery, you can activate the ability of a tool on your dashboard by removing a charge counter from that tool. One important detail: whenever you pass the finish line, each opponent loses 5 life, so racing along the track is definitely something to focus on.
This video is sponsored by Wizards of the Coast.
Now let's go meet our racers. How'd I do?
Oh my god, you totally nailed it. You're the new iffy. No.
Can I get that in writing?
Yeah. Yeah, I will sign something.
Thank you.
She's the new iffy. Because she's here.
I was here for you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna kill you in the game.
I'm Emme Montgomery, and I'm playing Kamigawa Neon Dynasty's Buckle Up Precon, led by alternate commander Shurikai, Genesis Engine. This mech monster is making pilots to crew up vehicles, so buckle up for some vehicular mana slaughter. That'll buff out.
Honk honk! Hi, I'm Tina, and I'm playing Aetherdrift's Eternal Might Precon, led by Commander Temet, Noctimoon's Will. I'm gonna be digging through my deck, filling my graveyard, summoning mummies to wrap this game up. You know what they say, more mummies, more problems. My problem is I don't know how to drive.
Hey there, I'm Jarvis Johnson, and I'm playing Aetherdrift's Living Energy Precon, led by Commander Saheeli, Radiant Creator. We're making energy, zapping our opponents, and we're charging to the finish line like you do with batteries, you charge them. Anyway, I've got to go get back to backseat driving. Tina's got the wheel and I'm scared.
Honk honk!
Oh hey, I'm Becca Scott, and I'm playing the Strixhaven's Lorehold Legions Precon, led by Commander Oscar, the Reconstructor. You ever heard of artifacts? That's right, I'm doubling them up. That's right, I'm doubling them up. Will I do this the whole episode? Let's see.
No driver's license?
I Ubered here.
I love it.
Today, Tina's learning to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lore, the setup.
This is very exciting.
This is great. I love
What
this.
sound do cars make again?
Yeah, you were like, yeah.
Well, it
driving.
depends. If it's electric, it's like,
It is like that. Or if you have an electric car that can pretend to be a gas car, it'll just make just play sounds that are just like, I'm guzzling gas right now.
gas,
Yummy oil.
Great. Well, now we're all perfect cars.
Yeah, we are perfect cars.
And if you won the die roll,
I did. Very exciting.
All right, well,
kick
good
us
game.
off.
I will, thank you. I'm going to start by throwing down a command tower and passing.
All right.
Lovely. I am going to start by throwing down a Desert of the Glorified. Enters tapped and passing.
Hard to beat that, but I'll try. Tanglewood Bridge comes into play tapped. Pass.
All right, don't hate me. Battlefield Forge, tapped for colorless, Soul Ring
dear.
into nothing. Pass.
I was about to say.
And I forgot to
Into
drop
Arcane Statement. Into second Soul Ring. Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Into Black Lotus.
Crack the Black Lotus.
That happened to me in a game the other day, minus the Black Lotus, where I got 3 things on the board on turn 1, and I felt bad about it.
Yeah.
I
You
played
should.
my
Not in
land.
here, we play
Not
for
in here.
speed,
That's
baby.
true.
Yeah, and at that
room.
point, you're just the threat, and people are just going to take you down. So you shouldn't feel bad about it.
Exactly. We're here to win.
All right, I'm bringing out my Arcane Signet. It's happening.
Ooh.
And by win, I mean in the game in bloody glory.
I'll pass.
Okay. I will play a Plains, and I will play Binding Mummy. Whenever another zombie you control enters, you may tap target artifact or creature. And I pass.
That's gonna be fine though, because it's not like you have zombies in your deck or anything.
No.
No. This
No
is
such thing.
This is an amassing deck, not a zombie deck.
It's so amassing.
Yeah.
Play a mountain. Cast Solar Transformer, which enters tapped, but it also gives me 3 energy. I'm in energy deck.
3 too many, if you ask me.
Okay, relax. Pass turn.
Okay, untap. Draw for turn. I am going to play Lorehold Campus, which comes in tapped. Tap 3, pinging myself for 1 to play Thopter Engineer. When it enters the battlefield, I create a 1/1 Thopter with flying, and now artifact creatures I control have haste.
Whoa. That
That's
should be in
not
my
great.
deck.
And now I'm going to move to combat and swing my little Thopty. Tina, welcome to Commander Party. Please accept my 1/1 flying.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I go to 39.
Perfect. Pass. I'm good at this. I'm so good at this.
All right,
The
my land for
self-reassurance.
turn is an island, and we are gonna kick this off with a fun enchantment, Thopter Spy Network.
Everyone's Thoptering right now.
Everyone is indeed Thoptering,
Except
yes.
Everyone except...
Well, Tina's zombieing. And I'm currently not Thoptering, but I plan to Thopter in the future.
Thopter
I believe.
hard.
At the beginning of my upkeep, if I control an artifact, I will create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Whenever 1 or more artifact creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I will draw a card.
That's a sick Thopter.
That's a sick Thopter.
I have these cards in my deck.
I know,
Give
right?
them to me.
I'll take that one,
Give
except
them
for the
to me.
blue.
I mean, this is so
I've got blue. I've got red.
Oh,
Give it all.
this is so devastating for me because zombies generally don't fly. So
Noted.
I haven't
No
thought
flying
about that.
zombies.
a little bit prepared to be run over by Thopters. I'll play a command sphere, and I'm going to swing for 2.
I have no blockers.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm also swinging at
It's
you
fair.
for 2.
I'll take 2 and go down to 38.
Okay, and that's all for me.
Okie dokie. Are there Thopters in my future? Only time will tell.
Thopter off the Topter.
Hey!
You're good at this.
Hey, you know what? Rocklecopter.
Oh, that was a deep memory unlocked for me.
What
Yes.
is that?
Rocklecopter.
Oh, remember
Rolling
from
on the
old
floor
internet?
laughing?
It is rolling on the floor laughing, but then also it's
Except
a copter
then you're in a helicopter.
for some reason.
So you're not even on the floor. You're on the floor of a helicopter.
Boom!
There we go.
It's me playing an exotic orchard. I'm going to cast my commander.
What?
Saheeli Radiant Creator is a 4/4 human artificer. Whenever you cast an artificer or artifact spell, you get an energy counter. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 3 energy. When you do, create a token that's a copy of target permanent you control, except it's a 5/5 artifact creature in addition to its other types, and has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step.
Oh my god!
And guess what that means, everybody?
Oh, right.
Start your engines!
This is the beauty of Commander Party rules. All right, each of us starts our engine, so we'll need a die to represent our speed.
Lovely.
We all start at 1, and again, as we went over, you're gonna take up your speed every time opponents lose life during your turn. And we're also gonna need a charge counter on standby. And most importantly, Jarvis, will you start by introducing us to your car?
I would love to introduce you to my car. This is Greg. He is a teal car with some red and yellow flames on him, and that means he goes really fast. You can't get those flames unless you reach a certain top speed. And I won't tell you how fast, but just know that Greg has reached it, and that is why he's received... It's kind of like a Medal of Honor for fast cars getting the flames. And I will place him right here on the start.
It's really nice to meet Greg. I'd like to introduce you to another 90s named car. This is Tiffany. Tiffany is part of, these are all my daughter's cars. And this one is this cool thing where it goes back and forth in a zigzag. Like Tiffany, she's crazy. You don't know which direction she's gonna go. Equally powerful, forward and backward. That's Tiffany. Oh, sorry, Greg.
Up next, we have the Good Time Society branded Gravedigger, thus named after the magic card because I do plan on digging all of your graves today.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Said like a
Bam,
true
smack
monster
talk.
truck.
Yeah. I wasn't prepared for this. I thought we were here for fun, not being
smack talk.
I find it fun to dig your graves. You know? Okay. As long as someone's having fun. Yeah. Okay. Last and worst, we have Bobby. Bobby is a car that was about to go to the junkyard, but then I found Bobby and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try to what is the word? Renovate Bobby?
Yeah,
Fix
get
up
that
Bobby?
smell out of there.
Yeah, get that smell out of there. Yeah. Bobby's just happy to be here. Bobby's just happy to be in the race and not in the junkyard.
Love it.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
All right. Jarvis, you got these engines started.
Vroom, vroom.
Let's do it.
I'm going to exercise my right to drive forward 1 space and draw a card.
Ooh.
Exercise your right to draw a card.
I love exercising. That's the first amendment of magic. I'm going to move to combat, and at the beginning of combat, Saheeli's trigger is going to go on the stack, and I'm going to decline and pass my turn because I don't want to spend any energy right now.
Fair. I feel that every day. A land for turn, and then I'm gonna tap 4, and in comes boom, Osgir the Reconstructor. This is my commander. He has vigilance. Also pay 1, sack an artifact, target creature you control gets +2/+0 until end of turn, or pay X, tap him, exile an artifact card with mana value X from your graveyard, create 2 tokens that are copies of the exiled card, only as a sorcery. Ooh. Oh, but the race has begun and my speed is 1. So.
Bars.
Thank
Wow.
you. Was not an accident.
When's the mixtape dropping?
That's first track. The second track is head, shoulders, knees, and toes because it's been stuck in my head all day.
Track, song, track, race. Oh my god.
What?
Cars have speakers.
Yes.
I listen to music in the car. Hypothetically, if I had a driver's license.
We're speaking right now. We
Two
are
on
speakers.
brand, my head's exploding. All right, here's what I'm dealing with. Either I could go my speed of 1 and draw a card, which good, or I can swing at somebody with my Thopter in order to up my speed and pass the first wrench icon, which is gonna allow me to show what charge counters do, and that sounds way more cool. So I'm gonna swing this here Thopter at Jarvis. You have your commander out and you have the most life, so I'm gonna hit you for 1 in the air.
And I accept.
Great.
I go down to 39.
All right, I have gone up to a speed of 2, so I'm gonna vroom vroom.
And do a sick trick before I
Sick.
Don't try this at home.
And I'm going to pass a wrench and then put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Let's put it on my Thopter, and I'm gonna roll a d6. I rolled a 5, so I'm going to take a charge counter and put it on fuel injection. Add 3 mana of any one color. Wow. Let me see if I can use that right now.
Gee whiz.
Gee willikers.
Willikers.
That's a fuel injection if I've ever seen one.
Thank
And
you.
I know a lot about cars.
I'm going to go ahead and spin my charge counter to use this fuel injection, and I will add 3 blue mana.
A wise choice.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah. In my Boros deck, so I can play Unstable Obelisk.
Oh.
It's a mana rock and 7 and tap and sack it to destroy target permanent. Good thing I only have 1 of those. And pass.
Play my land for turn. It's an island. I'm going to cast Imposter Mech. It's a 3/1 artifact vehicle. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature an opponent controls, except it's a vehicle artifact with crew 3 and loses all other card types. So, Becca, I think I'm going to take inspiration from your Thopter Engineer.
Please enjoy.
It enters as a copy, I will create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying.
And now all of your artifact creatures have haste.
Oh,
no.
I hadn't thought about that, Jarvis. Thank you.
Oh, no. Everything is hasted.
Oh no, I have so much anger
Mine
about
are
this.
hasty. Mine are very slow zombies.
Right.
Very, very
So we can
slow.
outrun them.
Yeah.
We are going to cast Colossal Plow. This is another artifact vehicle. It's a little 6/3. It's never hurt nobody in its life. Whenever it attacks, I add 3 white mana and gain 3 life. Until end of turn, I don't lose that mana as steps and phases end.
Nice.
It does have crew 6. We're not crewing it anytime soon.
That's a relief.
Luckily, my little Thopter has haste.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Becca. Thank you so much for that.
Don't thank me, thank this sweet engineer.
Shout out to engineers.
You could do like a little welcome bop back to Becca. You know what I'm saying? Like a little,
That's very true.
like a thank you bop.
Yeah,
You're
because
welcome.
Becca
Thank
did give
you.
you a welcome
Yeah,
bop there.
it's like a
I will
hug.
give you a thank you bop
hug.
in the air. A thank you thop in the air.
Thanks
Can't
for the
believe my,
thought,
for
my
one.
suggestion was taken.
I take 1 thought.
I was gonna attack you otherwise, so politicking,
Wow.
Tina. It works.
We're here for it.
I wasn't even
all about the
offering
deals.
anything. I was just like, what if?
You were offering
you
the power of
attacked?
suggestion.
I'm easily susceptible to suggestion. Good
to know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save mine for later.
All right.
When it's like a
Noted.
10-10.
Yeah.
You're like, what if
I'll take
didn't
it now.
attack
Let's
me?
remember this. I go to 38.
I will up my speed because you just lost life, Becca, not
Yeah.
Tina. So I'm gonna go up to 2. You know what? Even though my speed is 2, I really want that card draw.
No way.
So I'm gonna hang out with Greg, was it?
Greg consents to this.
Thank you.
He told me.
Kazinstis? Oh, consents to this. I thought you were saying his last name.
Yeah, his last name is Kaczynski.
I will
Greg
draw a
Kaczynski.
card and I will pass.
Now I feel like I need to give my car a last name. Bubby
Play?
Flay?
Bubby Flay is good.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
Wait, it was Bubby? I thought it was Bobby.
No, Bubby.
Bubby.
Bobby Flay is like a chef. He's
This is
unrelated.
different.
No relation.
Bobby
Bubby
is
Flay.
what people write on like the coffee cup.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
when they
Frustrating.
mishear Bubby's
Yeah.
name.
And then Bubby takes a picture of this and it's like, again, people just can't. They
Exactly.
don't know my name.
What card did I draw?
You can just say it out loud.
Okay, sure, yeah. I will say it out loud. I drew an Ash Baron, and I'm going to play it.
Nice.
And it's time for my commander.
Okay.
So, Temet, Noctimoon's Will. Vigilance Menace. Whenever you attack, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you draw a card, zombies you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. And Temet coming in triggers this card's effect, so I can tap a target artifact or creature. I think I will choose to tap your commander.
Rude.
Pretty please.
Rude.
And then I will attack with my 2/2 at the player whose creature I just attacked. My attack trigger is I get to draw a card, then discard a card. I guess I'll just discard this never return and hope that's not bad. And so Binding Mummy is a 3/3 now because of Temet's trigger.
Well, I declare no blocks,
Yay.
and so I'll take 3.
Yay.
I am now at 36.
Damn it.
I am not saying yay.
Yay, damage! We should say
then-
yay.
Yay, damage!
Yay! Go, cars,
Thank
go!
you. Yes.
Vroom vroom.
Zombie
Wow.
cars.
And then my speed goes up to 2 because I dealt damage. And I'm going to move my car. I'm going to move it. I'll go to that one if I can balance on it.
Yeah, Bubby is on top of Tiffany.
Let's go. And I will put the +1/+1 counter on Temet.
And now you get a charge counter on one of your dashboard tools.
Yes. Okay. A 4. Okay, so that's secret shortcut. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. I like that one. I like that.
That's going to make you speed up even more, too.
Yes. Lovely. And then I pass.
Okay. Let's see what we can do here to bounce back.
To bounce back, you're at 36. You're good.
Well,
The game is young.
Your brain!
Island for turn.
Activate thinking mode.
I'm then going to cast Air of Innovation. It's an enchantment that says whenever an artifact or artificer you control enters, you may pay 1. If you do, you get 2 energy. And then I can pay 6 energy and sacrifice this enchantment to draw 3 cards.
Okay.
Ooh, we love card draw.
Then I'll cast Aetheric Amplifier, which is a mana rock that also has an activated ability for 4, where I can double the number of each kind of counter on target permanent or double the number of each kind of counter I have. Upon cast of Aetheric Amplifier, I will get an energy from Saheeli, go up to 4. Then upon the amplifier entering, I will pay 1 by tapping the amplifier itself to gain 2 energy and go up to 6.
I just realized I missed a card draw trigger from this. Do y'all mind if I... whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card.
You had to draw that card.
I will
You gotta
gladly
get
allow
it.
it.
Thank you,
Just
Tina.
this once.
Just this once. I'll never
If I
forget
catch you
again.
again.
My rule is if you have to do it, you have to do it. If you may do it, you don't get to do it.
So I'm going to move to combat. And Saheeli's trigger is going to go on the stack, where I can pay 3 to create a token that's a copy of target permanent. So Saheeli creates this 5/5 copy of the amplifier that is going to be sacrificed at the end of the turn. And Tina, I'm going to swing with the 5/5 copy.
Now, why would you decide that?
Well, I think we both know.
Okay, so no blocks.
You can just block with Timid.
Yeah, you know, now I too am susceptible to suggestions, so let me block and kill my commander. No blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm down to 34. Thank you very, very much.
Because you lost life, I will gain some speed. Vroom, vroom.
Vroom.
Greg's going to move 2 spaces over to create a treasure token.
Ooh.
And I will do just that. And I also need to roll a d6 to get a tool in my dashboard.
Yay.
Here we go. 4.
I also got a 4.
Target creature can be blocked this turn. That'll be useful. And I will now end my turn, and my copy will sacrifice at the end step.
On your end step, I'm going to tap Unstable Obelisk and sack it with Osgir's ability, and target creature gets +2 until end of turn. I don't care about that part. Unstable Obelisk is being sacrificed to my graveyard. I will move to my untap step. I will draw for turn. And I'm gonna go right ahead and move to combat. I'm swinging Osgir at you, Em, and I'm swinging this here 2/2 Thopter at you, Jarvis.
No blocks on my side.
No blockers on mine. I will take 4 commander damage, making me nervous, Becca.
It's you're gonna get some big old vehicles online, and so I won't be able to do that for much longer.
I'll take 2 Thopter damage, which is just as bad as commander damage, and go down to 34.
Emotionally, because you're the Thopter guy.
Just as bad as
I hear
4
that.
commander.
Yeah, that makes sense. My speed goes up to 3. Yeah.
Room indeed.
1, 2, 3. Tiffany is like totally gonna draw a card. I'm gonna play Feldon of the Third Path. I've got 1 floating still, colorless. And this is a human artificer, 2 in a red, and tap it to create a token. There's a copy of target creature in your graveyard, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. It gains haste and sack it at the beginning of the next end step. I'm gonna pay to use Osgir's ability. I'll pay 3 and tap it and exile an artifact card with mana value X from my graveyard and create 2 tokens that are copies of the exiled card. As a sorcery, I have 2 unstable obelisks now. I'll just use this one.
That's a lot of
we all know it's
instability.
exiled.
That's a lot. Really not up to code on that side of the table.
Not at all.
OSHA.
Oscar should not be building things this way. All right, I have some colorless mana, but that's gonna do it for me. I shall pass.
Thank you. On my upkeep, I will make a second Thopter. I will play my land for turn. It is a Plains. I will cast my Riddlesmith, little 2/1 human artificer. Whenever I cast an artifact spell, I may draw a card. If I do, discard a card.
Very nice.
I am going to get on everybody else's level. And we're bringing out my commander.
What?
Welcome to the field, Shorakai Genesis Engine. It's just a little 8/8 vehicle.
That's big.
Just doing a lot of work there. What is his effect?
Yeah.
Little.
Pay 1 colorless, tap,
1.
draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with this creature crews vehicles as though its power were 2 greater.
It's pretty sweet.
And it has crew 8.
For 1 mana and tapping it. And he doesn't have summoning sickness because he's a vehicle.
Yeah, that's nasty.
It's a lot.
I think it's fine. Why do you have a problem with
Thank you for the support, Tina.
Wow.
Wow, okay. I'm feeling
Just
some
trying to
hostility
avoid
here.
getting the attack later. I see what's happening.
Definitely schmoozing. Schmoozing up to Genesis. Wow, 3 of us are at 34. Good job, guys.
3 of the 4 of us are at 3-4. Calculating.
Hold on now.
And we're speaking
This is just like the
there's
track.
speakers in a car.
You guys are really good at this.
Thank you.
I'm going to do a much less spicy turn than I had hoped
Thank goodness.
because math is hard.
I agree.
Tina, Becca, you do live to see another turn.
I feel intimidated.
Are you gonna kill us in the
Oh, God.
game?
I'm going to swing a Thopter just at both of you.
All right.
Just a little 1/1.
Okay, I cry a little bit and take 1 down to 33.
No blocks from me. I'll take 1, go to 37.
And thanks to my Thopter Spy Network, whenever 1 or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Because Thopter Spy Network counts the number of players I deal damage to, I draw 1 card per player. I get 2. So I will draw 2 cards. And now I get to vroom vroom. So my speed goes up by 1. I need to have as many creatures as possible to crew. So we are going to take full advantage of that increased speed. We are moving 3 spaces to create a 3/3 green elephant creature token.
On brand with your deck.
So on brand.
How did you have an elephant?
It's almost like this deck has a generous gift in it.
I love it.
I will roll a d6 and get my first tool on my dashboard out there. That is a 6, so I can have the option to use a tune-up. Put a charge counter on any other tool on your dashboard. Interesting. I will choose to utilize that now, actually, and I will move that onto Sturdy Frame. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. And I'm sure that will never get utilized to crew some of these giant vehicles.
Wait a minute.
And I'll pass.
Okay. So ominous. Just to keep track of this, since I drew a card for upkeep, Temet's +1/+1 for zombies is at 1 right now for the turn. Okay, I am going to play Lazotop Chancellor. Whenever you discard a card, you may pay 1. If you do, amass zombies 2. And this triggers Binding Mummies effect, so I can tap the target artifact or creature. I guess. It's because you only have 1. You
I
know?
have 1. Yeah,
Elephant.
look at these board states. I cannot believe we're
They
looking
are
at
more
me.
threatening though, right? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll tap the 1/3, because why not?
Dr. Engineer is tapped.
Artifacts. Okay, cool. And I will play Renewed Solidarity. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type, zombies. And creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+0 at the beginning of your end step for each token you control of the chosen type that entered this turn. Create a token that's a copy of it. Yeah, I'm going to move to combat and I will attack. Oh, what's going on with your hand over there? Are you guys
It's a tick.
stretching? Okay, cool.
This is our way of steering the car.
I see. Yeah, I did swing at you last turn. So, Becca, I'll swing at you with Temet.
That's a
And
5/5?
it's going to get a bit bigger because on attack declaration, it doesn't tap because vigilance. I draw a card, then I discard a card. I'm going to discard Crypt Breaker, and drawing a card takes the turn +1/+1 counter up to 2. Yeah, so now he is a
I
5,
think it's
6, 7, 8. That's 8.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So I am gonna take 8 commander damage.
Yippee.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It feels bad. And next time I make a bunch of colorless mana rocks. I'll remember this.
All that colorless mana is coming at me.
For the fireball that's in your deck.
So since I dealt damage, my speed goes up to 3. So I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Hey,
And I will
Bobby.
try to squeeze in here with Tiffany.
Oh my god, it's like so good to see you, Bobby.
So good to see you again. Oh
I'm
my
so
gosh.
sorry. I saw your Instagram story that was talking about your coffee cup.
Oh my gosh. It's every time.
Every time.
I draw a card.
I also have that problem, but it's because nobody puts 3 F's and a Z in my name.
Oh,
like it's supposed to be spelled.
They should understand. Tiffany sometimes has a different spelling.
Yeah.
Where does the Z go? Silent Z.
Wouldn't you like to know? It's a family secret.
So I think that's all I have to do this turn.
What happens on your end step?
Well, no tokens entered under my control this turn, so I don't get any copies.
I feel relief.
So that is truly it, and I pass.
Okie doke. Untap. I've been thinking so hard about my turn, and I still haven't come to a conclusion.
I feel like
on
that's
what I'm
always the
supposed to
case.
do.
Me every turn.
I've been staring so hard at the lands in my hand,
know.
and I have not come to a conclusion either.
I'm just gonna
Which
kind of.
land to play?
I'm gonna start taking game actions, and we'll see what happens.
I love that.
So I'll play Aether Hub as my land for turn. When it enters, I get an energy. I am now at 4 energy. So before I move to combat, I'm gonna activate my secret shortcut and make Saheeli unblockable.
Ooh.
And then I will move to combat, activate Saheeli's ability, go down from 4 energy to 1 energy to create a copy of my Era of Innovation. Era of Innovation, upon entering as a 5/5 artifact creature, will trigger my other Era of Innovation, where I can tap 1 mana. I'll just tap this Aether Hub for colorless to give myself 2 energy, so I'll go up to 3 energy. Then we're in combat, so I will swing with
Unblockable?
Saheeli Unblockable.
Zombies.
I make zombie threat.
You
Influence
both scare me. You both scare me.
Wait, but my obelisk could fall on you at any
You
time.
scare me too, Becca.
I've
for
done
sure.
nothing.
You scare me so much.
Terrifying
As a
table.
person, not a player.
Tina, I'm attacking you for 4 commander damage.
That's not a yay. That's an anti-yay.
It's unblockable as well.
Well, you didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't going to block anyway. I don't care about commander damage. Okay, I took 4 and I am at 29.
Okay. So moving to second main. So you lost life. I'll go up to 3 speed.
You really have to rub it in, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You lost life from my commander.
I think this seems kind of wacky, but instead of drawing a card, I'm going to move 3 spaces to create a treasure token.
That does seem wacky.
I know. I'm going somewhere with this.
I trust there's a vision.
You got one.
There's a vision here. So this treasure enters. I get 2 triggers on Era of Innovation.
Oh, you're just trying to trigger stuff.
I'll pay with Solar Transformer and this. So I will go up to 7 energy after gaining 4. Okay.
I don't love seeing a spin down there.
I am going to tap 1, 2, 3 and crack a treasure for 4 to activate Etheric Amplifier's ability to double the number of energy counters on a player.
Pick me,
No.
Yeah, I double to double the number of target counters that I have, and I'll select myself. That's the second option. So I'll go up to 14 energy.
You don't even need that much energy. Like,
before my end step, we're still in main phase 2. I'll activate my Area of Innovation copy to pay 6 energy and sack my Area of Innovation copy to draw 3 cards.
you have card draw.
I found it. I found the card draw. So I go down to 8.
That was sick.
And I draw 3, and that way I don't have to get rid of my original Area of Innovation.
Yeah.
The engine's up and running.
Okay, so...
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
And that's all, folks. So I'm going to discard the hand size and toss away this mountain.
Okay, I was very concerned about the amount of energy that was building up, and I'm gonna need input on you two as to whether the bigger energy-making threat is Etheric Amplifier or Era of Innovation.
I would also like to point out that I had to jump through so many hoops to draw 3 cards, where Shurikai for 1 creates a pilot, and you go +1 on cards, and you have card selection. I just want to point that out, and that's repeatable every single turn.
But you were thinking.
And you also have like a gigantic board. Yeah, I had to think because I had to like bend over, put my brain in a pretzel in order to figure out how to get card advantage in my deck.
We love a pretzel brain.
Truly, I can't give you an answer on which is more of a threat because I don't really know what's going on here. I just know some energy shenanigans are going on, and
I think the one that doubles the amount of energy is the scarier one, because already having 8 on there, that doubles immediately so fast.
Yeah, totally. It can get quickly
in my
out of hand.
professional opinion, the people with
why are you a professional?
With like active permanents that can do lots of damage on the board are bigger threats than me, who can fiddle with my artifacts to create a little bit of card draw.
You know what? As someone who can fiddle with their artifacts to create a little bit of colorless mana, I feel you, and your thing's better. Okay, I'm playing Mountain. I'm going to freaking draw some cards with Faithless Looting. So I will tap, set Mountain, draw 2, and then I have to discard 2. All right, I will discard Darksteel Citadel and Secluded Steppe. I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm going to swing my Oscar and my 2/2 flying Thopter. The Thopter is going at Tina, and Oscar could go at either one of you, and you have the same life total. This is tough, but
as a tiebreaker, maybe the
threat
25,000 power that's on the board over there.
Let me, while I still can, get in at you, Em, with Oscar. Blockers?
I will remember this, Becca.
Love you.
No blockers for me.
You know, I really want to keep my creatures to
Hasty?
crew my vehicles, and I want to keep my creatures hasty with this. So I think I'm going to take another 4 commander damage from
All
you.
right.
Pros don't fake, pros don't
Damage
block.
resolves.
I go down to 30 life.
And I take 2 and go down to 27.
My speed goes up to 4. We're at max speed, baby. Vroom, vroom.
Eden.
In my second main, I got a need for speed, you know? I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, put a counter on up to 1 target creature. I'm gonna go with my flyer. I put a second counter on my flyer, and I passed a wrench. So I'm gonna roll a d6. I get a 3. That's Booster Engine. Advance 1 or 2 spaces, triggering the ability of the space you end on as usual. I'm gonna tap Soul Ring to activate Oscar's 1 and 2nd artifact. I will sack Soul Ring. I'm gonna give Oscar +2 till end of turn. Soul Ring goes to my graveyard, and then I will use my 1 floating to pay the X on Oscar's other ability and tap him, and I will exile my Soul Ring in order to bring back 2 Soul Rings.
Savage.
We knew it was going to happen.
Boom!
If we thought you had a lot of colorless mana before.
Then you'll love this. I'm gonna tap 6 colorless mana.
That's a lot of colorless mana.
And then a couple more. Bop down Bosch, Iron Golem. It's a legendary artifact creature, Golem, 6/7 with trample, pay 3 and a red to sack an artifact. And this guy's gonna deal damage equal to the sack artifact's mana value to any target. That's it for me. Pass.
I will untap. On my upkeep, I will make another Thopter. Thank you, Thopter Spy Network. And draw. My land for turn will be a Plains. I think we are going to start by tapping my Arcane Signet to use Shorikai's ability. I'm going to draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Okay, I will suffer from the problem where every card is good. And so what do you possibly get rid of?
Do you want to trade hands?
Like?
Yeah.
I will get rid of Psy Master Thopterist. And I will make my first pilot from Shurikai's ability. So this creature will crew vehicles as though its power were 2 greater.
Sick.
Very exciting. Get ready for all of the vehicles to be crewed.
Get in the robot, Shinji.
I'm so sorry, Becca. I think this just has to happen. I am going to reality shift your Bosch.
You're gonna exile?
I'm going to exile it, but
On the bright side, you get to manifest.
You get to manifest.
Okay.
The top card of your library gets manifested.
In response, I'm gonna pay 1 and sack an artifact, which is Bosch.
And so now he goes to the graveyard instead of being exiled. And
Spicy.
And that fizzles, so nothing happens because it doesn't have a valid target.
I don't get to manifest, but I think I'd rather have Bosch in my graveyard because Felden is interested in that. And then I'm going to give Thopter Engineer +2/+0 till end of turn.
All right, and then we are going to bring out Katsumasa, the animator. A little 3/3 Moonfolk Artificer with flying. I can pay 2 and a blue until end of turn. Target non-creature artifact I control becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. If it's not a vehicle, it has base power and toughness 1/1 until end of turn. And then at the beginning of my upkeep, I put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 3 target non-creature artifacts.
That's just
Okay.
That's just every turn. You
That's
get to
just
put
every-
3 counters on your vehicles.
Every turn.
Wow.
Very strong.
Yeah.
In response.
Katsumasa.
Ooh.
That seems like it's going to get out of hand quickly.
It did. It literally just left her hand.
Seems like it's already gotten
It's
out
already
of
out of
hand.
hand.
I see what you did
At
there.
a regular
Way out of
speed.
hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Short speed, someone said.
I will start crewing some stuff.
Boy.
I think that's what we're going to do. This crews vehicles as though its power were 2 greater, and it's a 1/1, so that'll be 3. So I'm going to utilize these for my Colossal Plow.
Sweet.
It's a big plow.
Big old plow you
Big
got
old
there.
plow.
Colossal even.
And I am going to use Katsumasa to crew my Imposter Mech. So I have a 1/3 because it's a copy of the Thopter Engineer, and a 6/3. I'm going to utilize my Sturdy Frame. So target creature will get +3/+3 until end of turn.
Nice.
I'm gonna give that to my little Imposter Mech because a 1/3 is just not gonna cut it there. And we are going to attack. Becca, you've hit me twice for commander damage, so something's definitely coming at you.
I respect that.
I think that will be my Colossal Plow
Heard.
headed at you, so that's 6.
Cool.
Jarvis, because you have the most health, I'm gonna swing at you with a 4/3.
4/7. 4/6.
A 4/6. Yes, thank you. A 4/6.
So good at adding 3.
Hey, that's understandable. No blocks.
On the attack, I will add 3 floating white mana and gain 3 life. And I will use my floating white mana. And I'm so sorry, Becca, I gotta do it. I'm generous gifting your Felden. It makes me
generous
too
of you.
nervous. However, you will get a 3/3 elephant for it.
Okay, I get an elephant. Felden is in the graveyard.
I do have it as a gift for you.
Thank you. Very generous.
Thank you.
And I'm going to block with my Thopter Engineer your Colossal Plow.
Makes sense.
I'll take 4. I go down to 30.
I take none.
I'm keeping my little Thopters and my Riddlesmith up. And since Jarvis went down health-wise, I believe that means I speed up. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to create another Thopter. And since I passed the wrench, I will roll my little D6. And
It's wild.
that is on a tune-up. I can put a charge counter on any other tool on
You'll
my
have to teach me how to
dashboard.
roll 6s.
Yeah. 6 good.
I think I will save that for my next turn. So Tina, I'll pass to you. And since one of my artifact creatures dealt combat damage to you, Jarvis, I'm going to draw a card.
Alrighty. I am gonna do something.
No.
Get ready.
Not something.
Backwards.
Dun, dun, dun.
We all say in unison.
Okay. I'm playing Crowded Crypt. It's an artifact that can tap for 1 black. It has whenever a creature you control dies, put a corpse counter on this artifact. And then it has for 4 and 2 black, I can tap it to sacrifice this artifact, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed for each corpse counter on this artifact. So a creature with Decayed can't block, and when it attacks, you sacrifice it at the end of combat.
And I'm seeing how the token multiplier will pop off with that.
Maybe not really. Yeah, we how are we supposed to know? It could do nothing. I could never pay the 6. We could never get there.
That's very true.
Like, that's definitely a thing.
You just have 5 mana?
Just 5. There's no way to add more mana in this game.
There's no
Never
way.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's no more lands in this
It
deck.
can't happen.
All right. If you say so, I believe you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. And then I am going to use my charge counter on Secret Shortcut. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. And I will choose Temet, of course, my commander with Vigilance and Menace. And then I will move to combat. And I will be attacking with Temet at...
I'll understand. It's fine.
Okay. Yes, I will attack Temet at M. And on attack declaration, I draw a card, and then I discard a card. Oh yeah, and the counter for the buff this turn is already at 1, and now it's at 2 because of the extra draw card.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
also get 1 from the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
Solidarity.
So 8 because of that, yeah.
Don't worry, I already took 8. It's fine here.
I'll discard Dimir Signet, and whenever I discard a card, I can pay 1 to amass zombies 2, and I will. So I'm paying 1, and I get to amass zombies 2. So here's my zombie army, and this zombie army entering triggers Binding Mummy. So then I tap an artifact or creature. I don't know that that super duper matters here, but I'll tap this guy. I don't know.
Sure.
Truly have no clue.
Oh, wait.
Oh, great.
If you tap her Thopter, then that would be beneficial to me, Tina, and I won't have a reason to attack you next turn.
Okay, I tapped the Thopter. I don't know why it's beneficial to you, but I tapped it.
Yeah, I'll find out.
I will have 1 tapped Thopter and then 3
Oh, there's 4
untapped.
Thopters? Oh, never mind. Don't tap that. I didn't realize there were 4
okay.
Thopters. That is irrelevant. You
Well-
can tap the other thing.
That's fine. I don't really care. We can have 1 tapped Thopter.
I didn't realize there. I should have known it was just
Good. No, I want 1 tap
That's
Thopter.
fine. 1
Yeah.
tapped Thopter. Screw that Thopter, yeah. So after all that happens and triggers, yeah, this is here.
8 commander damage?
Yeah, please.
All right.
Pretty please.
I will remember this.
Okay.
Jarvis, thank you for being the only commander to not have hit me so far.
I don't even know how. I was like, I don't know how to do that.
And after all that, then car stuff, I dealt damage, so it's at 4 speed. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna move the full 4. So I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on, I guess, Lazotep Chancellor, I suppose. Why not? And I pass the wrench, so I roll a d6. It is a 5. That is fuel injection.
Ooh.
Cool.
Oh, who's going to have 6 mana next turn now?
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Interesting.
What? So I could crack it for 1, 2, 2 zombie?
Any turn, to be fair.
What happens on your end step?
That's exactly it. So at my end step, for each token I control of the chosen type of zombies that entered this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. Zombie army, unfortunately, it's a 0/0 army creature token, so it just comes in and dies, but that does get me.
You get a Binding Mummy trigger.
I do. I get a counter for a creature I control dying on Crowded Crypt, and then a Binding Mummy trigger. I'll tap another Thopter.
All the Thopters are tapping.
And now that
Thank
is
you.
truly all for my turn.
Okay, let's see what I can do here.
Do some stuff.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I'll play this Shivan Reef for turn. I will then cast Pia Nalar, Chief Mechanic.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is that the alt commander for this deck?
It is the alt commander.
Oh,
Whenever
cool.
one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you get 2 energy. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1 or more energy if you do create an XX colorless vehicle artifact token named Nalar Aetherjet with flying and crew 2, where X is the amount of energy spent this way.
Okay.
Oh.
I guess I will pay 1 to use the Era of Innovation trigger and go to 10. And then I'm gonna cast Loyal Apprentice. 2/1 haste at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you control your commander, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying.
Here are his Thopters! These are what we've been waiting for!
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Stop. 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 Stop.
3.
We gotta get you some zombie Thops.
Yeah, maybe I should have landed on the Thop tile.
Yeah.
Your next lap around.
Yeah, there's more laps.
Next lap.
Okay,
We're
now
about to be
I'll
speeding.
move to combat, and I will choose to copy my Era of Innovation again.
Yeah, that's a pretty sick move.
Spend 3. Get my 5/5 copy, and that'll trigger 1 Era of Innovation, but I'm going to decline that trigger. At combat, my Loyal Apprentice trigger is going to go up because I control my commander, and I get a 1/1 Thopter with haste.
Yeah.
Thop.
That Thopter is going to cause an Era of Innovation trigger. I'm actually going to decline that again. I will attack my Thopter at you, Becca. Just a 1/1 flyer. I just
kind
need
of
something to hit in for combat damage so I can go
I'll
vroom,
let
vroom.
you.
We got a vroom vroom.
I would have let you
support
anyway.
that. We support that.
You have what blockers available?
I have
You have 2 Thopters and
2
I
Thopters
tapped
and
2
a
down.
2/1.
Let's go.
I'm not breaking the rule of attacking you with my commander, but I am going to attack you with my 5/5 copy.
That's almost as bad as commander, right? Right.
I would say it's not.
Public enemy number 1.
No trample, right?
No trample, just a little 5/5 artifact creature.
That's
All right.
I am declaring no blockers.
I will block with a Thopter.
Okay,
I will take 1 damage going to 28.
Thopter down.
I will lose a Thopter.
And upon you losing that life, I go up in speed.
Wait, what kind of engine does Greg have? Is it like electric?
Greg kind of runs on the power of friendship. Yeah, and so
So
like
it goes,
scientists still haven't like kind of figured out what's under the
yeah, instead of an engine sound.
He's an organic life form, so he may look like a car, but actually he's like blood and guts inside
That's
of there.
beautiful. I love that lore for him.
Yeah.
Do the cars from the car universe, are they like,
They
they have
bleed.
organs,
Yeah.
they bleed?
It's
For
concerning
sure.
to think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, because they have like eyeballs.
Right, so
Yeah.
they must have more internal organs.
Okay, but
And feel
thoughts.
pain.
When you picture anthropomorphizing, thank you, cars, do you think that it's going to be the windshield as their eyes or the headlights? Because I always think headlights are the eyes.
It's definitely headlights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
thought headlights.
Maybe they thought they looked too alien.
Yeah. Picture one of
Very
those big cartoony eyes.
Anya Taylor-Joy of them.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. I'm in love with her. She's an alien.
A beautiful alien.
Stunning alien. What are you doing on your close combat
So I'm going to move Greg 4 spaces to draw a card.
Cool.
1,
wrench.
2, 3, 4.
Hey, you passed us.
I did pass a wrench also, right?
Yeah, this
So
one.
that means I roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Roll that 6, Jarvis.
Well, so I guess I should draw the card
Draw your
first.
card so we don't forget. 1.
Brush wheels. Target creature gains first strike and haste until end of turn, and that's at sorcery speed.
Kind of cool.
That's cool. We haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
I'll play Arcane Signet.
Oh,
I'll get 2 Era Innovation triggers. I'll tap Arcane Signet and sack this treasure in order to pay for both to get 4 energy.
Ooh.
So I go up to 11 from 7.
Oh,
And then I'll pay 6 and sack the copy to draw 3 cards. So I'll go down to 5.
This is too much card advantage when I have none.
I know what you mean.
Man.
And I forgot my Saheeli trigger when my Arcane Signet was cast, so I increment up to 6 energy. I do think I'll be ending my turn here. I'm just going to discard the hand size.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead while you do that because I have so much going on. It's not even funny.
2 soul rings.
Yeah,
So much
again,
mana.
The colorless mana is out of control, but
2 unstable obbies.
I will play. Abby, unstable Abby. Yeah, I got hella colorless mana. All right. I'm gonna be wild and start by using my booster engine. I'm gonna go 1, 2 to return up to 1 target creature card from my graveyard to my hand. It's gonna be Felden of the Third Path.
Of course.
Then I'm going to pass a wrench, so I'll roll a die. It's a 3. That's gonna be the same freaking thing. I'm tapping 3 to play Felden. I'm also gonna tap 1 for Dispeller's Capsule. It's an artifact. I can pay 3, tap it, and sack it to destroy an artifact or enchantment.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go ahead and move my speed so I can draw a freaking card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a card, and I pass finish line, so everyone loses 5 life.
Ouchie.
Wow.
I'm gonna take 5 down to 20.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am down to 22.
And I'm down to 25.
I'm gonna spin my booster engine to go just 1, not 2, and put a counter on 1 target creature. I'm gonna throw it on this elephant, and then I pass the wrench, so I'm gonna roll a die. It's a 2. That's Sturdy Frame. I can give a target creature 3/3 till end of turn. I'm gonna go ahead and use Sturdy Frame to give Oskier 3/3 till end of turn. And I'm swinging with this Vigilant boy. And it seems like I should send it to the person with the highest life total.
That's you, so you should probably just attack yourself.
If I could, I would.
Good with that attack.
Yeah.
I am gonna send Oskier at you, Jarvis.
No blocks.
Oh. Pros don't fake.
Spicy.
But I won't forget this. I was looking for a target for something, and now I think I have one.
Okay, well, with that in mind, let me go ahead and while that's on the stack, tap 3 and Dispeller's Capsule to sack this and destroy target artifact or enchantment, which I think has to be
The Arcane Signet. It's gotta be.
If you leave my stuff alone, I won't attack you next turn.
done. Etheric Amplifier. So this goes to the graveyard, and then there's 7 coming in.
I am going to cast Tashar, Ancestor's Apostle. This is a 2/2 bird cleric with flying. Whenever I cast a historic spell, I return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Jeez.
Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic.
That's a crazy card.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, truly. I will cast Raph Capuchin, Ship's Mage, a 3/3 human wizard. It has flash. I'm choosing to ignore that. It's a little flyer. I can cast historic spells as though they had flash.
Oh, that's cool.
Since it's a legendary, I will utilize Tashar's ability, and I will bring out Psy Master Thopterist to the battlefield. Legendary creature, Human Artificer. Whenever I cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying.
So many Thopters.
Board wipe.
So many Thopters.
For 2 mana, I can sack 2 artifacts and draw a card.
Board wipe doesn't deal with your vehicles.
Oh, so
Artifact
true.
wipe.
So true.
Artifact wipe, quickly!
Meltdown.
We need a farewell or something. Or yeah.
That too.
Yeah. I'll remind you. Look at me not attacking you this turn, Becca.
Thank you, I appreciate
Yeah, I got you.
Because my elephant would be angry.
Yeah, no, it would come for me, I'm sure.
Most things on M's board are cheaper than 3. So I want to call out that like most things can just be endlessly looped because there's a card draw engine
Unless we
in
get
Shorekai.
rid of that bird cleric.
Yeah, just pointing that
Yeah,
out.
we should get rid of Tashar before anything else, probably.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
Creature removal.
All right, I'm gonna start crewing some vehicles, y'all. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to crew up my commander. It's a little 8/8 vehicle. Just a little guy. He's just a little guy.
It's not a little guy. That's a big machine.
He's just a little guy.
Not a guy nor little.
That is a war machine.
And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll have 3 Thopters over here, and I'll leave 1 little Thopter up. And that is crewing my Colossal Plow. So I'm going to make use of my tool because that's what they're there for. So I'm going to utilize my tune-up, which allows me to move my charge counter onto any other tool on my dashboard. We're moving it to Secret Shortcut. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. I'm going to immediately make use of that and make it so my Colossal Plow cannot be blocked. Ooh, all right.
Unblockable plow.
Unblockable Plow.
Unplowable block.
We are now...
plow block.
I'm going to move to combat.
100%. That.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, Tina.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going,
I
pal?
mentioned I would not forget
friend.
the removal
Buddy.
and the commander damage
Ally.
that was done. Yeah. No, the time for deals was before you destroyed my stuff. So we're going to have 14 damage coming your way.
Ew.
8 commander.
Ew.
So we have a 6/3 and an 8/8.
I just think it's like BM to attack people in Magic.
Yeah,
you know? Like, who
no.
would
And if
do
I
that?
could play the game without attacking anyone, I
So-
would.
It's a 6/3 and an 8/8.
A 6/3 and an 8/8 commander.
Okay.
Bad manners.
Bowel
And bowel movement.
Okay, yeah. That is some serious bowel movement right there.
Truly.
Me when I see 14 damage coming at me with bowel movements.
On the attack, I will get 3 floating mana from my Colossal Plow, and I will gain 3 life.
Yes.
While you think that over.
You're gonna need that when these cards come around the start.
I mean, I'm thinking the 6 damage is unblockable.
It is.
So I'm not gonna block that one.
That's
Love that choice.
a wise choice.
Yeah,
I'm
smart.
thinking that first. Second, I'm thinking 8 commander damage in addition to that 6 is probably something I don't want to take. So I will block that one.
True.
I think surely my zombie army, I'm just kind of a chump block because
Yeah, you'll get it back at your upkeep.
hopefully
I think
my other
that's the
things
move.
have value. So this will just block and perish to your war machine.
To my Genesis engine.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, cool. So
Oh, when they do
1, 2,
tap,
3,
I'm gonna
4,
say
5,
vigilance.
6. I'm down at 16, and my zombie army dies.
I'm sorry it had to be done.
Terrible, vicious death.
But Tina, you should get your revenge, I think.
These tap.
How?
Yeah. I'm gonna...
Well, because she's pretty tapped out after this.
My zombie army dying gives me another corpse counter, though. So hey, I'll take that. Cool.
Since I dealt combat damage to you, I will draw a card off my Thopter Spy Network.
Dang, that's really good.
Jeez.
I want that.
I still have this 3 floating mana, and I kind of want to roll the dice and see if I can draw a card that I'm interested in playing right now. So I'm going to just move 1 with my speed, and I'm going to draw another card. I'm going to be infinitely disappointed in what I drew.
So that's all.
Yep, that's all.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry for beginning this feud.
Don't apologize.
No, you
Keep
should
going
say-
at
you
each
should
other's
say you're
throats.
sorry for what's about to happen.
We can make a truce, and I won't attack you next turn.
Our truce will be continuing to get them to go for each other.
Right, but you remember when you attacked me? That was crazy. That was wild.
Interesting. Is anybody still friends with anybody at this table
Yeah,
now?
I'm still friends with everybody.
I'm
I
friends with
think.
everyone.
Interesting.
If
You
you're thinking
may
of
not be
attacking
friends
me,
back.
remember that we're friends. And you'd never hurt your friend. Why would you do that?
You would never.
You have 3 creatures up.
I have 2 creatures up because this is just a vehicle. It's
As
not a creature yet.
vehicle.
And
So
its
I have-
crew is
But
what?
it could be crewable.
Crew is 3.
I see. 3 creatures up here.
1, 2, 3.
We have 3 creatures up here.
True.
Okay, so...
But Tina, remember that I'm your ally in this.
I also am your ally.
Okay,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I do have some things that I can do next turn that are would be pretty devastating to whomever I direct them at.
That is
Same.
interesting.
Same.
It's great to know.
Same.
Are we just saying?
I do have a thing.
I'm scared of everyone.
And yeah, and I
I
was
like
planning
this.
to direct them at Becca because of Becca's callous attack towards me, but I could be influenced to send it towards M while their defenses are down.
I like that plan.
I can't even be mad about it. My board state is nasty.
I'm scared.
I get it. It's gross.
The bowel movements from last time had me just like,
Yeah.
I'm terrified of
I
your board.
understand. I understand.
So I think I am going to start off by using my fuel injection. I'm going to add 3 mana of any one color. I'm going to choose black, and I am going to also tap 1 more to use Return. Aftermath. Cast this spell only from a graveyard, then exile it. Exile target card from a graveyard. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. I mean, you're the only one using stuff in your graveyard,
wouldn't.
right?
I wouldn't actually.
Oh, there's that scary 6/7 trampler.
Well, no.
I will send it
M-
at Jarvis and M
Whenever
exclusively.
whenever M plays a legendary spell, they can bring back an artifact.
a creature.
No, a creature.
Creature?
I don't,
Value
I don't
3 or
have any
less.
creatures in my graveyard.
But hypothetically, if she blocks with a creature, it would end up in the graveyard. I'm just pointing that out. So like,
You
depending
leave
on
my
how you
Bosch,
wanted
I
to
won't send
sequence
it at
this.
you.
I want to do it now so I get zombie triggers to tap things down. So I can
Gotcha.
get
You just need a creature from a
Ooh.
an
graveyard.
attack in.
Oh yeah, I like that idea.
If you do my less cool one, I will send Bosch not at you.
I'll take that. I'll do the less cool one.
Exiled?
Yes.
How
exile.
many things can you tap down, Tina?
2. But this has menace, so I can get an attack.
You should get an
trigger.
attack in at M.
That's what I was thinking. I'm not gonna
You have to get back. I mean, you just have to. It's
You just
so many
You're
things.
clearly just
Oh,
egging
no.
this on because it's not you, but
No, actually, it's because I'm your ally, and I would never do anything to hurt you.
You would never attack me ever.
I definitely won't attack you next turn.
Okay. That happens, and I create a 2/2 zombie token with decay. So this first zombie, using Binding Mummy's trigger, will tap down the Thopter.
Tis tapped.
Moving to combat, Temmit's gonna be attacking. Woo! He loves attacking.
Not unblockable this time.
He's so aggressive. Not yet. Oh, he's gonna have menace. I guess it's different from unblockable, but Temmet will be attacking.
Yeah, I figured.
And when I attack, I draw a card, and then I discard a card. Let me read this card real quick, guys. Oh, I like this card. I don't want to discard it.
Then don't.
I won't. I'll discard it.
I'll actually incur a rules violation. I will not discard this card.
I'm going to discard a different one. I'm going to discard Bantu's Monument. And on that discard, whenever I discard a card, I can pay 1. I will pay 1. And if I do, I amass zombies 2. So here's the zombie army. 2. That triggers Binding Mummy's tap down. I'll tap down the 3/3 flyer.
In response, I will use Wrath to crew my imposter mech.
Very well. Very legal, very wise. 8 commander damage from Temmet, Vigilance Menace. Coming right over here.
I got no answers. Do you have any combat tricks or anything?
Nope. Just a big ol' I'm sorry.
Oh my
My
gosh.
B.
16.
My beat. Temmet's beat, not even my beat.
5
He's the one-
away from Commander
He's the one
Death.
doing all the attacking. I was telling him no, but he was like, I gotta hit something. Okay, second main phase, I'm going to play Forgotten Creation. Skulk. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may discard all the cards in your hand. If you do, draw that many cards.
That's cool.
Interesting.
What's Skulk?
Skulk means this creature can't be blocked by creatures with greater power.
It's a 3/3.
And it's a 3/3,
So skulky.
notably. But I guess it'll be a 4/3 because of Renewed Solidarity.
Every
Technically.
upkeep, you can just trade out your hand.
That's pretty
Precisely.
cool.
That's nice.
That is.
And then I move to car action, and I'm going to
Oh, yes, the car action phase.
Yeah, the car phase, yeah.
classic MTG mechanic.
Yeah.
Phase. One,
Mechanic, no pun intended.
2. I got it. You got this handled. 1, 2, 3. Instead of going 4, I'm just going to go 3 and go put a +1/+1 counter up to 1 target creature. which is nice. And I passed a wrench. Boy, oh geez. Gee willikers, 5.
Can't be, no.
Add 3 mana of any one color. I would love the secret shortcut again.
I don't want you to have a secret shortcut ever again.
Okay, cool. Now I move to end step. At the beginning of end step, for each token for each token of the chosen type I control that entered this turn, token copy. So
We're choking on tokens.
another decayed zombie. So this is gonna be 2 more tap down triggers actually, because I'm getting 2 more zombies. Well, the zombie army is just gonna come in and die, so that'll just give me a counter on crowded.
That'll just
crit.
give me several triggers.
And then I have 2 tap down triggers.
I
to
only
give.
have 1 thing that can be tapped down.
Right, and it's
And
not
that
even
can't
going to be
even
a
be
creature
crude.
anymore, so I'm not
And my untap step is next, so you don't want to tap
do
me
you
down.
want Felden tapped down?
You could tap him. You gotta. You can't waste your
I mean, it says I may.
value.
It says I may.
Well, you don't have to. I would love blockers against whatever he's doing.
You should.
You should. You don't have to be nice. That's fine.
You know what? I don't need to tap anyone down, I
Ooh, love that. Okay, we're friends. We're friends now. We're
Interesting,
friends.
interesting.
think. I don't know that tapping Felden down does
Well,
that
it removes a
much.
blocker,
It removes a blocker.
if someone were to want to attack.
Oh, I thought you were already had your sight set on.
You're not coming for me. You said.
Jarvis's
All right,
options
she passed her.
open.
She passed
My
her.
sight-
Okay, she
Options
passed her.
open.
My sides can go in many directions.
All
I have
right,
2
I'll
eyes.
meet-
I'll meet in the middle. I'll only use one of the tap down triggers. I'll use it on. You wouldn't block with Felden anyway, right?
No.
I'll tap down Felden.
That's fine.
Bye, Felden.
Bye.
Okay. It's my turn. So I could kill M.
Bum, bum,
Game's gotta
bum.
end.
Want to? If you keep me alive, I won't mess with you. I'll help you take down these 2.
See,
Deal's gotta be made.
You're my ally.
that's what I thought, but then you
We're
were like, I'm
best
not gonna,
friends.
you were like,
No, because I set you
she
up
did
for
that?
M, and
that
then
was
I'm
crazy.
on your
That was
side.
pretty crazy. Wait a second. You have just a lot of stuff and a
I
lot
do.
of value engines to create stuff.
And it will
then
go
you have a
all
lot of
towards
stuff that
them.
we're best friends and you would never hurt me.
yes.
And then you have hurt me and you have a history of doing so.
But I'm like that toxic person
Okay,
you can't
let me-
help but keep
let me-
around because she's broken, but you think you can fix her.
Yeah, you removed one of my mana sources. I almost couldn't even do this turn. First things first, I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All 9
What?
to cast Triplicate Titan.
I don't like the sound of
Triplicate
this.
Titan is a 9/9 with Flying, Vigilance, and Trample. When it dies, create a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature token with Flying, another one with Vigilance. Basically, it splits into 3 3/3s.
Cool.
So upon Triplicate Titan entering, I'm going to get an energy, so I go up to 7. I have no mana to activate my Era of Innovation, so that one's just going to whiff. I'm then going to activate my Fresh Wheels, giving First Strike and Haste to Triplicate Titan.
Oh, Greg getting upgraded.
So now you kind of see where I'm at. I've got a 9/9 Flying, Vigilance,
threatening.
Trample, Haste, First Strike, and that's big. And then guess
kill
what?
him.
And then guess what? I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to activate Saheeli and target Triplicate Titan. So now I have a 5/5 Flying, Vigilance, Trample
No way.
that when it dies at the end of my turn is going to split into 3 3/3s.
No way.
Yeah.
You have a turn.
So I'm going to go down to 4.
Who's got instant speed shenanigans?
And then I have so now this 5/5 also has haste. So that's what I mean by I could kill M.
I like the
believe
use
you.
of the word could.
I could.
I like the use of that word.
I could. But I'm open to hearing offers. Also, at the beginning of combat, I get a Loyal Apprentice trigger, so I get an additional Thopter with haste. Okay.
Everyone's speechless.
All right, my offer.
And okay, so here's the other thing about this. I can cross the finish line this turn as well.
So we all go down
So
5.
we would all go down by 5.
Yeah.
So that's the issue on the table here. I have 14 plus 4, 18, 20, like 24. Or 22 if I don't attack with Saheeli, 26 with Saheeli. You have lots of blockers and ways to gum up
No flyers.
things. No flyers. This does have flying.
But I'm your
So you could
bestie.
also
I could-
kill
I could
Christina. You could kill
kill
both of
Tina.
them.
I'm your bestie.
You could kill them both for sure.
I don't like that you're whispering
I
in
love
my
that you
ear.
could
You're
kill
like
them
the
both.
devil in my
Kill
ear
them
right
both.
now.
And there's just you and me. And I've got no gas and 2 cards, one of which is a land. You're gonna win.
That's all the reason to keep you alive because I can deal with you later. If you don't kill me.
Yeah.
But
Game's got to end.
Game does. That is a thing. That's true. I moved to combat.
You could put them both to 1. That's pretty funny.
That is funny, but that seems like a good way to die. It seems like a good way to create enemies and then have them kill me. But I like you being my enemy. I do understand that that's where your head's at.
The friends of my friends.
I'm going to swing for 10 here to M, and then I'm going to
burst into flames
Whoa.
on the middle of the racetrack.
Okay, great.
And it does sick flips in the air. As
I was searching so long. I kept talking about how I didn't have a win condition. I saw this card. I was like,
That's
okay.
there it is.
It's like, I had narrowly just enough to cast it because I only had 10 mana and you...
Who would get rid of a mana?
In hindsight, it really just makes me wish I had that 1/1 Thopter. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Sometimes you do need a 1/1
Sometimes you
Now,
need a
in your
Thopter.
defense,
1/1
these
Thopter.
all both have trample.
Now, game's not over.
There we
Game's
go.
not over.
There we
You
go.
need to roll a die for your wrench.
So, a couple things need to happen. So, I need to roll a die for my wrench. 1. Wow. Okay. So, we're back at first strike and haste. And then I am going to end my turn at my end step. I sacrifice this copy, and I get 3 Triplicate Titan tokens.
Flying Trample Vigilance. Those are a lot of golems. Anything else?
Those are cool tokens.
I think that's it for me.
Alrighty.
we need popcorn on this side of the table. Just sit here, just peanut gallery them.
And we will mute your microphones.
I want to look at your guys' hands and just like make loud gasping noises. Like,
Oh my god.
no way.
Okay. All right. Now that you have your popcorn, I'm gonna draw for turn.
Tina, should we Statler and Waldorf them?
Who are they?
The old man Muppets that do,
those guys.
that do jokes back and forth with each other.
Let me try to think of one.
Yeah.
I'll think of one by the end.
Get like a good pun or wordplay one that we can finish each other's bit.
Sentences.
So close. Yeah, like a 50-50 chance.
And I said it after you already said it.
Now that we have Wallace and Gromit, what's your name?
Statler and Waldorf.
All right, Statler and the
Statler
other
and
one.
Wallace.
Now that we have Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Kermit and Miss Piggy, let me know what you think of this.
Which one do you want to be?
I have a land.
I'm good with whichever.
Oh dear.
Fair.
My lands can tap to give a creature double strike, so
I don't like
seems
that.
good.
Playing Sunhome.
I don't like that.
Sunhome Fortress of the Legion. Then think you can, you know. Do you want to say the thing about Saheeli?
Well, okay, if that stinks. I could still copy this with Saheeli if I survive this turn.
Oh.
We'll see.
Well, that sucks. But if I can kill you dead, I don't think I'll care. Okay, I can kill 2 of your blockers with these Dispeller's capsules. The Flying Golem.
Sure.
Ping myself for one more white source, and we just gotta go hard in the paint. I'm going to use my last 2 mana sources to sack 2 artifacts and activate Oscar's ability twice. Let's sack these Unstable Obelisks, and they go away. I'm gonna pump Bosch with an extra 4, and I'm gonna go freaking hard.
Woo!
See,
snap.
I don't know if I have enough, but you know what? It's gonna be sick.
It's all happening.
All right, this is a 10-11, this is a 4-4, this is a 4-4, this is a 3-3, and this is a 3-3. When Lelia attacks, exile the top card of your library. I can play it this turn. And when I exile it, she gets a 1-1.
First things first, I can't block Bosch. It's trample, it gets through anyway. The next biggest thing is the 4-4, yeah, and then this is also a 4-4.
Yes.
So I'll just put my Darksteel mutated Triplicate Titan in front of Osgir.
Okay.
And then, so then I'll put a Golem in front of Lelia. Yeah, that's my block. So I'll go down to 1 here.
Hell yeah, Lelia dies, and that is sick. And I'm tapped out, Bosch is dead, and I pass turn
You
with
do
just
still have
Oscar.
Osgir, though. Oh yeah, so I take 17.
And then you forfeit.
Then you ping yourself for 1.
And then you felt
land
so
trip?
bad that you killed your bestie that you were just like, I can't go on. Oh my god.
I'm gonna tap these 2 for play Lightning Greaves.
Woo.
That's a good card.
Gonna tap 2, 4, 6 to play Aethertide Whale, 6/4 flying.
Oh.
For casting Lightning Greaves, I'll go from 4 energy to 5 energy, and then when Aethertide Whale comes in, I go up to 11 energy after gaining 6. I'm then going to attach Lightning Greaves to the Aethertide Whale.
Imagine a whale attacking you. That'd be so scary. You have your little boots.
Your whale has boots.
I also had a Air of Innovation trigger, but I'm gonna not pay the 1 there. So I am gonna activate my Fresh Wheels and give Saheeli First Strike and Haste, which she doesn't need because she's no longer sick from summoning. I'll move my car, so my 1/1 counter will go on something that flies. I'll put it on a Thopter. Oh, there's a wrench as well. What does that mean again?
Please roll a die.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to end it.
You're doing a great job.
Okay, 4.
Target creature can't be blocked.
Whoa!
Go off.
I get my shortcut at sorcery speed. I'm going to activate the shortcut and give Saheeli unblockable. I'm going to move to combat. Because I have Saheeli, my commander, I'll get this Thopter. I am going to activate Saheeli's ability on combat, go down to 8 to create a Triplicate Titan copy. That's a 5/5 artifact creature in addition to its other types and has haste, which means flying vigilance and all that jazz, and then pops into those 3/3/3s. So I'm attacking, moving
Flying vigilance and trample.
Flying vigilance and trample, and now additionally haste. So we've got 6 plus 6, 5, 3, 4 unblockable, 4 in the air, and then 4 on the ground.
In response. Board wipe! Congratulations,
Thank you. I'm
GG,
still
well
not sure that I
done.
did the math right. I gotta double check.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, it would have been so funny getting her down to 1 though.
Yeah.
I'd say that's your one mistake.
That would have been entertaining.
That's true.
But
do it for the content.
I mean, spicy win to have 1 life.
Spicy! 1 life left.
I felt I could taste it. I could
It was
taste
so close.
it.
So close.
Okay, it's 22 with all of these guys without the guys that you can block. So, okay, it's definitely lethal.
I think that will do it.
I'm sorry, I
think
really
so.
wanted to make sure I didn't do it wrong.
I also have that feeling all the time.
Yeah.
That was delightful. How was the popcorn?
It was great.
Well, you guys
love,
really scarfed it down.
I love just being
It
able
was
to spectate,
entertaining.
frankly.
what do you think about zombies in general? And what do you have to say for all zombies everywhere?
Oh my gosh, zombies, I just want to let you know you're valid. I love you guys. We really did some stuff today.
You really did.
We didn't win, but I think we all came together as a horde. And that's what matters.
You amassed.
We amassed.
You amassed together. Yeah, it's got a ton of cool, strong things going on. Every card you played, I was like, man, that's going to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Precon's good, and I love this Commander Party mechanic. It was very fun. What do you think about driving some vehicles for the very first time?
Vroom vroom, baby. I'm a vehicle convert. I love this.
Vehicles are awesome. It's a cool mechanic that I'm like happy to see getting love.
Yeah.
All that really mattered to me was Bosch getting to hit someone once. For all the begging I did. Yeah. We had to hit somebody.
Worth it.
It happened. All right, what do pit crews say? Do they like slap the car on the ass? And...
they say, gotta go fast.
All right, gotta go fast.
Let's get out of here like a pit crew, huh? Go!
I gotta say, if I'm gonna go out in this game, I'm glad I went out with Tina.
So I'm so sad that the zombies didn't get to overwhelm everyone. I have to come back at Jarvis with a vengeance next time we play Commander. I don't care if I lose the game. I just want him to lose it too. That's all I care about.
I genuinely feel bad that I betrayed Tina because that was a mistake. I didn't do the math right, and so I thought I wasn't going to be attacking, and I thought the game was going to go around a few more times. But when it came to my turn, I realized I'd made a mistake and I had to backstab the only friend that I had, and I'm going to be picking up the pieces after the show.
I love me some Aetherdrift. Never really played with vehicles before, but get me behind the wheel from now on, baby, because I am going to be zooming through all of my games. I loved the Commander Party rules. Really speeds up the game and gives you the opportunity to make little flippy moves with toy cars. Highly recommend.
Aetherdrift is cool. I'm enjoying cars. It makes me want to get a car and a license, honestly. I really enjoy the zombie precon because I have a Scarab God deck, and I just think it's really cool adding white into the mix. It unlocks a lot of cool cards and synergies, and the whole racetrack thing really sped up the game. It's quite literally what killed me at the end. So if you want quicker Commander games, I think Commander Party is great for that.
I'm really excited for Aetherdrift. I'm excited to see the whole set and play with the cards. It's playing in a space with energy, with vehicles that I really enjoy, and so I'm excited to see that space, that design space explored. And on top of that, the Commander Party rules added a fun, thematic lens to view the game through, and I think it added an extra layer of strategy. It helped accelerate certain strategies. I think my strategy in particular wanted to be more aggressive, so the game was going to go faster because we were all losing life when we crossed that finish line.
Cars Go Vroom is so much fun. I love all of the Commander Party rules we've played so far because they make things go faster, they speed up the game, they make things more interesting, they give you more to do if, say, your opponents have more card draw than you, and I had a lot of fun racing. And that was sick.
Good game.
GG!
It was so close at the end there.
Oh, I love a juicy game where everybody gets to play some sweet cards.
And better when we get to play some sweet cars.
Yeah. Hey! If you like cars, then you probably want to know more about Aetherdrift. It releases Friday, February 14th. That's right, on Valentine's Day because it's super romantic. So click the link in the description to find your local game store and check out their schedule. Maybe bring a date.
Ooh, Valentine's Day plans. Commander Party events are happening in 2 windows. Vroom 1 between February 21st and 27th, and again, Vroom Vroom Baby, March 14th and 20th.
Plus, there are promos for Commander Party. If you play in a store event, you can get a sweet retro frame Rishkar's expertise. So get your button gear and drive on over to your LGS to join in on the fun.
We'll see you next time.
Beep, get out of my way! I have road rage, it's a problem! Beep, beep! Bye.
I thought we were allies. No, I thought we were besties. And then, I'm sorry, can we cut this? And then he attacked me in the air. And I told him told him zombies don't fly. So, it's just really hurtful, to say the least.
You know, I never wanted to make this video, but there's a lot I have to apologize for, and I just think taking accountability is what I should do. Tina, I'm gonna get better at math. I'm gonna maybe enroll in the local community college, get like some sort of associate's degree in basic arithmetic, so that I can not make promises that I can't follow through on. Because as a friend, I owe you that. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sticking around. I know some of you guys will want to leave, but if you'll stick with me, I'm gonna figure out how to carry the one, if you know what I'm saying. So with that, I'm crying right now. You can't really see it, but that's because we got the Marvel guys to do some CG on my face. But I'm definitely weeping right now, and I'm really sad.